Please sit. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we rise again for the procession of the council and dignitaries? Yanara Assassine. As we remain standing, we'll invite Dr. Adra Kumiwa Afrani, a consultant pediatrician at Kolebu Teaching Hospital, to give us the opening prayer.
Shall we pray? Most gracious and merciful God, we gather here today with hearts full of gratitude and reverence as we witness this moment in the lives of these doctors. We thank you for bringing us to this occasion at the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Eternal Father, we acknowledge your divine providence that has guided these physicians and surgeons throughout years of study, countless sleepless nights. Remember their teachers, their mentors, and families, all who have supported them on this journey. Lord of wisdom and understanding, as these professionals take their place among the distinguished fellows of this noble institution, we pray for your continued guidance. We ask for your special blessings upon the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. May this institution continue to be a beacon of medical excellence in Ghana throughout Africa. Guide its leadership, strengthen its faculty, and illuminate its path as it shapes the future of healthcare in our nation. We commit this induction program into your hands, praying that your presence will fill this gathering and your blessing will rest upon all who are present here today. We ask all these in faith and thanksgiving. Amen.
Please be seated. On behalf of the Chairman of Council, I would like to welcome you to this induction ceremony for fellows of the college, Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Our next activity will sing the song of praise and prayer, Methodist Hymn Book 896. The words are present in the program on page 13. We will rise and sing. We will sing the last verse, so praise be great and famous man. Thank you. Please be seated. I think the most important people here today for me are the parents of our new fellows who have done so much. And, especially for African parents, typically the mothers, they have a way of raising us up. There's a language that is spoken at home that every home has interpretation. So let's say you are asked to do something. Let's say a chore was given to you and you haven't done it. And then you go to your mother and say, "Oh, I'm hungry. What will I eat?" The typical answer you get is, "Come and eat me." And we all get the message because we know you're not going to eat your mother, Or go and bring me something. You bring it and you stand in front of her, ask her, "Where should I put it?" Typical answer, "Put it on my head." For my mom, we had a culture at home where when clothes are done, they are put in a bowl. And everybody is supposed to go into that bowl, sift through, and take your clothes, iron them, and place them where you're supposed to place them, your wardrobe or your drawer or whatever. Every Saturday morning, everything left in that bowl is sent into the dustbin, and you will wash it again. So Saturday morning, when boys as we will not pick our things. So when she wakes up, she carries the basin with the clothes and she's going, we are following her, trying to pull our dresses from it so that it doesn't get into the dustbin. But African mothers are priceless. A round of applause for our African mothers. So some of your products and the work that you've done is what we are seeing today. At this juncture, I will invite the Chairman of Council, Professor Yao Edujemfi, to open the induction ceremony. Please welcome him. Oh, it's not strong at all.
At this time, no protocols, but at least I'll say good morning. I, Professor Yao Edujemfi, by the authority vested in me as Chairman of the Council of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, declare this assembly opened for the purpose of admission of fellows and members of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons.
Thank you very much, Prof. We will now invite the President of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, Professor Samuel Debra, to give us a welcome address. Please welcome him. Looking splendid in his, maybe his 18 karat or 24 karat gold. Professor Samuel Debra.
Thank you very much, Vice Rector. Whilst we await for the protocol to be properly established, I'll simply go by what I have. So, Chairman of Council of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, Professor Yao Edujemfi, the Vice Presidents and past office bearers of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, President and representatives of sister colleges, the college tutor, Professor Alfred Yolson, the guest speaker, Dr. Deganus, diplomatic corps, the press, proud fellows of Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, both virtual and in person. I bid you all welcome to the 21st Annual General and Scientific Meeting of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. At 21, we have truly come of age by any definition. Witness the diverse range and complexity of courses and faculties we now offer to our trainees. Training numbers have also grown exponentially, so much so that for the first time, we've had to separate the induction ceremonies, one for membership, which was done yesterday, and the other for the fellowship, which is the current one we are doing. So our congratulations for persisting and seeing the journey to its end. I'm sure no doubt you have noticed at the start that residency training is most unlike the easy medical school days when, let me say it in Chi, Udidimia Nubiaboka days. You know that I had to juggle academia with managing your home with significant others. There are indeed the days when the sofa in the sitting room becomes more comfortable than the bed in the bedroom. We also acknowledge the immense help we've had from friends and family, not forgetting the untiring efforts, contrary to what some trainees think. Their absolute delight is to see that all their trainees are doing well. The theme of our AGSM, training and retention of health force or health workforce, reminds us that the brain drain is back at epidemic levels. And I will entreat our new fellows to resist all attempts at joining this trail. Ghana needs you. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past 20 years, we have worked hard to achieve our current high standard in postgraduate education and training. In the coming years, we will strive to add to that the best in advocacy and excite ideas for public discussion, which will lead to policy formulation. When we have done that, then we can truly call our college the premier postgraduate medical institute in Africa and beyond. Thank you very much.
Please, the clap is not strong for my college president. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's a statement, I don't know whether it's an African proverb, that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with people. And the college wants to go far. So we work with different colleges of similar mandates. And we have a few of them here, and they'll share fraternal messages with us. We'll start with the West African College of Surgeons.
the chairman, Ghana Council of Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, Professor Yao Eduk-Jemfi, my good friend, the president of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, Professor Sam Debra. Please permit me to stand on all due protocols for this program. This is a message of goodwill from the West African College of Surgeons. The West African College of Surgeons rejoices with the government and people of Ghana and the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons on this 21st Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference. A day like this is a special day for celebrations of your achievement as a postgraduate training college. We note that the theme of this year's scientific conference is training and retention of health workforce in Ghana. You could not have chosen a better theme for your conference at this material time. The health workforce immigration is a challenge facing all the nations of West Africa. And we, as a training institution, believe that it is intimately bound to the economic fortunes of the different nations of West Africa. We are all listening to see the solutions your fellows and members will profile for this distressing problem in the whole nation of West Africa. As a training postgraduate college, we are convinced that what you can do to change the situation is to continue what you're doing and double your effort in training manpower for the surgical and physician workforce of Ghana. On this note, we must commend your efforts that you've continued to do more. We note that this year's program has been split into two, principally because of the increasing number of graduates coming from your training program. Understand yesterday, membership up to 300 individuals graduated, and today you're graduating 285 fellows. Yes, indeed, this is no mean feat. I will congratulate you for this continuously increasing the number of people who are coming out from your program. The West African College of Surgeons extends our hands of fellowship to your college and pledge continued collaboration with you to meet the surgical workforce of the people of Ghana. We'll be glad to share experiences with you on what has worked in some nations of West Africa where activities are manifest. To the new graduates, I'd like to say congratulations and welcome to a very rewarding fellowship. The investment of the average Ghanaian on your training is indeed enormous. I hope that most of you will make conscious decision to remain in Ghana to be part of the solution to the low health indices affecting Ghana and the rest of West Africa. Once more, Mr. President, I thank you for inviting us to share in this your joy. We wish you a fruitful deliberation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. We will now invite National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. I was expecting a stronger clap.
The chairman of this august occasion kindly permit me to stand on the protocols I've established. It is customary after a pregnancy results in successful childbirth and the child remains healthy. Usually we watch the child for some days. And if the child remains healthy, we invite our extended families. Some of them come from far and near for a naming ceremony. It's usually a very colorful ceremony in African culture. The child gets given numerous names. My names are Peter and Didi, but don't be deceived. On the day I was named, I got so many names, some I never answered. On my certificate, there are at least 6 names. When I see those who bear them, it just occurs to me that how would it have turned out if I was actually being called Ikechiku or this and so on and so forth. So it is normal within African culture when you are giving birth to invite your relatives. Some come from far, they come in colorful clothes with drumming and rejoicing. On behalf of the governing board, the Senate, and the fellows of the National Progressive College of Nigeria, who are your relatives in Nigeria, I could have come by road or by sea, but because they are planes, I had to come by. I congratulate the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons on the 21st AGM and induction ceremony, and we wish you giant strides in your future endeavors. For these children who are healthy, these bouncing boys and beautiful girls, whose parents convinced that they have a future, have invited us to help name. We will give you very good names. The sky is not your limit. The stars are your launching pad. May you achieve your sincere objectives and goals, guided by your college and strengthened by all those who are working hand in hand with your college, both at home and abroad. Congratulations.
Thank you. A round of applause for him. Because I think we were all a bit, when he started, we were not sure where he was going to. But he landed safely on the plane that he came with. Thank you so much. Liberia College of Physicians and Surgeons.
The Chairman of Council of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, the President of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, all other dignitaries, please allow me to stand on existing protocols. I bring you fraternal greetings on behalf of Professor John K. Mulba, President of the Liberian College of Physicians and Surgeons. The Liberian College of Physicians and Surgeons is a brainchild of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. About 12 years ago, at the commencement of our postgraduate program, we were mentored and guided by our esteemed colleagues of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Today, the Liberian College of Physicians and Surgeons is a vibrant training institution with 7 faculties, and will shortly commence the residency program in radiology and anesthesiology. Over the last 11 years, we have graduated 135 experts in various specialties that are positively impacting the healthcare delivery of our country. Mr. President, Chairman of the Council, the theme for this 21st AGSM of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, Training and Retention of Health Workforce in Ghana, is quite appropriate, especially at a time when most middle and low-income countries are experiencing a huge migration of health professionals to the developed world. The exodus of physicians, nurses, and midwives is adversely affecting the healthcare delivery and system of these middle and low-income countries, especially in our West African region. There is an urgent need for more investment in health by our individual countries through better compensation of health workers to reverse this brain drain that is affecting our continent. Maybe the implementation of the Abuja Declaration that was done more than 20 years ago by our heads of states, and which states that each country should commit 15% of their budget to health care, to the health sector, could be an effective intervention to direct more funding to address this exodus of health professionals by affording our health professionals better salaries or compensation, and that would deter them from migrating to the developed world. Mr. President, Chairman of the Council, fellows of this prestigious college, we also want to express our gratitude to the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons for the assistance you provided to the Liberian College of Physicians and Surgeons, and we look forward to even closer collaboration between our two sister colleges. Let me congratulate you again and all of the new fellows that will be inducted, and I wish you a very productive and fruitful deliberation during your 21st Annual General and Scientific Meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And if you look at my gown and you look at his gown, you can see the collaboration between the two colleges. We will now invite Professor Albert Akpalu to speak for West Africa College of Physicians. He's the immediate past Secretary General. Please, let's welcome him.
Thank you very much. Standing on the existing protocol, send you fraternal greetings from our mother college, the West African College of Physicians, from our president, Dr. Rose Macaulay. And as you see, I'm in the Ghana College gown, and if this were warfare, we'll have already infiltrated the Ghana College. Your guest speaker is our immediate vice president. Our incoming VP Ghana is behind me, and I don't want to give up the rest of the people. But we are here to collaborate, and we are very happy with the numbers that are coming out. And the jackpot syndrome, those of us from Nigeria, I'm supposed to be half Nigerian because I spent a lot of time there, but the jackpot syndrome is affecting us here too as well. So we need to look at ways of having our fellows stay here and spread them out across. On a personal note, I'm happy to have two neurologists amongst us, so stop calling me. So we wish you successful deliberations, and for the AGSM and for the dinner and the other activities. Thank you very much and have a successful celebration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Albert. We will now invite Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives to give a fraternal message.
Good morning, everyone. Prof. Chair, all protocol duly observed. I bring you warm greetings from the Rector of the Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives. The theme for your 21st Annual General and Scientific Meeting, Training and Retention of Health Workforce in Ghana, is a vital component towards achieving universal health coverage and ensuring the well-being of our populace. The foundation of a resilient healthcare system lies well in well-trained health workforce. Ghana has made strides with regards to increasing the capacity of training institutions, self-training institutions. But there is yet more to be done. We need to expand this training opportunities to those in underserved areas so that we can bridge the rural-urban gap. We need to also incorporate modern technologies, evidence-based practice, and interdisciplinary approaches with regards to training. Though we have made strides in training, we can't say the same for retention of healthcare workers. And you would all agree with me that the retention of healthcare workers in Ghana remains a pressing challenge, with many people seeking opportunities abroad. Just yesterday, I saw one of my students on Facebook. Looking at the background, I realized that he was outside. So immediately I inboxed him, "Oh, where are you?" He said, "Oh, I'm in the US. I'm not here alone. I'm here with others." And so it is quite disturbing. And I'm hoping that by the end of this annual general meeting, I pray that you come out with keys to open the doors of retention of our healthcare workforce. So in this fraternal spirit, I call on all of us to champion the cause of healthcare workers in Ghana. What are the strategies we are going to put in place to retain our dear healthcare workers? Let us rise to the challenge and create a future where healthcare workers are empowered, are supported, and are celebrated. I wish you a fruitful deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Please, do we have a rep from Ghana College of Pharmacists? All right. So we'll proceed. We have a wonderful choir. They are staff of Ministry of Health, the headquarters, and they've been gracing our occasion for the last 2 years. This is the third time we have them. So we'll invite MOH Choir to give us a musical interlude. Please welcome them. Oh, it's as if he didn't understand what they sang about. Say what God has done is a lot, so we should thank him. My gun is helping me small here. At this point, we will invite the rector of the college, Professor Richard M.K. Adanu, to give us the rector's address. Please, let's welcome him.
Good morning to you all. Chairman of the Council of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, guests of honor, the college lecturer, members of the college council, president of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, vice presidents of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, the vice rector, our faculty chairs and secretaries here present, other officers of the college, past presidents of the college, representatives of our sister colleges, invited guests, graduating doctors, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the management of Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, I welcome you to our 21st Annual General and Scientific Meeting, and specifically to this ceremony for the admission of newly qualified fellows. This is our second graduation ceremony, for this cycle. Yesterday, we had the graduation of our members. So this year, we are admitting 346 members and fellows into the college. This is made up of 293 members, 14 fellows by election, and 39 fellows by examination. In addition to this, there are 11 diplomates of the Faculty of Anesthesia, and 1 fellow who will be receiving a post-fellowship diploma in colorectal surgery. We successfully held our membership and fellowship examinations in March and September of this year. We had a total of 1,231 candidates sitting for the examinations and 1,064 of them passing, giving an overall pass rate of 86%. The pass rates were 84% at the primary level, 89% at the membership level, and 98% at the fellowship level. We congratulate the graduating fellows, members, and diplomates on their great achievement. We also congratulate those who have been elected as fellows of the college and hope that their knowledge and expertise will help us climb to greater heights as a college. We are here today to celebrate a successful year in the life of our college. We continue to live with the challenges of inadequate infrastructure and inadequate resources for training and service delivery. But despite this, our residents and trainers continue to put in their best to ensure that training and service delivery go on and result in the excellent members and fellows that we are inducting this year. As a college, we will not be deterred by these challenges, but will continue to persevere in the face of them to ensure that Ghanaians have high quality specialists to provide them with quality healthcare. 3 years ago, we started working with the College of Health Sciences, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, to develop a joint PhD fellowship program for our residents. I'm happy to announce that the first phase of our planning has concluded. A few months ago, the KNUST Academic Board approved a joint PhD fellowship program curriculum. There's an implementation committee in place, which would soon come out with an announcement of programs for application. We will continue to work with the KNUST College of Health Sciences for the successful implementation of this program. We are having discussions with other universities in the country to have similar programs in place, and these discussions are at an advanced stage. When this college started, it was decided that the specialties of radiology, oncology, and radiotherapy be put together as one faculty, mainly because of their relatively small numbers. It's my pleasure to announce to you today that these specialties have grown, and our council has approved that they now be under 2 separate faculties, as the Faculty of Radiology and the Faculty of Oncology and Radiotherapy. One major achievement of the Faculty of Radiology, Oncology, and Radiotherapy this year is that they were successful in starting a medical oncology fellowship program through a collaboration with Roche and Ghana Medical Association. This collaboration has led to 2 of our members going to Kenya to pursue medical oncology training. These members, upon graduation, will receive a fellowship of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons and work with the new Faculty of Oncology to establish a medical oncology program in Ghana. Two years ago, the Faculty of Surgery and Subspecialties established a partnership with the Department of Surgery of University of Michigan to develop a colorectal surgery training program. This partnership expanded to involve the colorectal surgery units of universities of Utah, Arkansas, and Minnesota. The partnership successfully developed a colorectal surgery curriculum in record time and started a training program which involved training in Ghana, regular online interactions with USA faculty, and an attachment in USA for the trainee. And this has resulted in our first Ghana College-trained colorectal surgeon graduating this year. Another exciting thing about this partnership is the involvement of Professors Gifty Kwachi and Jonathan Lai, Ghanaians based in the United States, who are using their networks within the colorectal surgery fraternity to bring this wonderful training to us in Ghana. So, brain drain is bad, but it has its good parts. The contribution of Professor Anne Laurie, a distinguished senior American colorectal surgeon, adds a high level of quality to this program. And these faculty members for the colorectal surgery program come to Ghana at least twice a year, funding their own travel, bringing equipment for training, and making sure that the training goes well. I'd like to appeal to other people to explore their networks to make sure that we have similar such programs going on. We'd like to reduce the brain drain, but when it happens, we would want to make sure that we make the most out of it. We greatly appreciate the contribution of these people. The colorectal surgery training program is just a part of the ongoing contribution of our Ghanaian doctors based outside Ghana to our residency training program. The Ghana Physicians and Surgeons Foundation of North America have grown in their involvement in residency training, and we are also seeing increasing involvement from the Ghana Doctors and Dentists Association of the UK. Our college works with both the private and public health sectors in the delivery of our mandate. Nyaho Medical Center has been a long-standing training center for family medicine, and some of their trainees graduated this year. This year, the Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynecology launched a post-fellowship training program in minimal access gynecologic surgery. And this new program is housed at Nova Surgery, a private facility in Accra. The Faculty of Laboratory Medicine also has a partnership with MDS Lancet and the Reproductive Endocrinology and Infertility Program of the Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynecology is anchored by a number of private facilities. I'm using this opportunity to call on other private facilities to begin to consider adding specialist training to what they do, and to be open when we approach them, or to also approach us to explore how they can all be part of the success story of postgraduate medical training in Ghana. Our mandate is to train postgraduate doctors, and this training can occur both in the public sector and the private sector. We want to cover the whole country with our training. This year, we began discussing a system of continuous assessment for our residents. These discussions were started with the residents themselves. The discussions then were escalated to the heads of departments of our training institutions, and then to our academic board. The importance of having a system of continuous assessment was unanimously recognized by all those that we had the discussions with. And we also recognize the challenges associated with its implementation. I'm happy to announce to you that we successfully conducted an online multiple choice question assessment for all our year 2 and year 3 membership trainees last month. This was close to 1,000 trainees. The trainees have all received their results, and the summary of the results will be sent to faculties and training institutions over the next few weeks. We intend to improve the system as we go forward. We have, however, been encouraged by how this went. So much encouraged that we have decided to add a clinical examination component to the annual assessment next year. The thing about us is that in this college, we don't do easy, we do difficult. I would like to publicly commend our IT department for the massive effort that they put into making this maiden continuous assessment a success. This department is the one that did the heavy lifting. I mean, during the exam, they had a helpline going on and were glued to their computers and got this thing to be a success. We greatly appreciate the effort that people put in. If all Ghanaian public workers worked like the people in our IT department, I mean, this country would be a great place to be in. Thank you very much. I would also like to assure all our trainers who are already doing so much. When I talked about clinical examination, I saw some people kind of like hold their breaths. They're already doing so much, but I'd like to assure them that we'll work together over the next 11 months to develop a user-friendly system for the clinical examination component. It is definitely happening. We just have to sort out how we can do it so that we don't kind of like get our blood pressures raised in the process. One of the added benefits of this online assessment is that all our membership trainees now have active college email accounts. And with these college email accounts, they can access our electronic library and the lectures that are housed on our website through our learning management system. We currently have about 160 lectures available on the learning management system from different faculties. And we'll be working together with all faculties to get about 200 more added in the first quarter of next year. Don't hold your breath for long, it's going to happen. I would like to commend the Faculty of Pediatrics and Child Health and the Faculty of Ophthalmology, who hold the first and second positions respectively in terms of the number of lectures uploaded, for the marvelous work that they have done so far. And I would like to charge other faculties to emulate this. The children generally run faster than adults. So we've got to put in a lot of effort to make sure that we catch up with the pediatricians. And the ophthalmologists see further than the rest of us. We've got to develop the kind of vision that they have so that we can do these great things that these two faculties have been doing. All these wonderful achievements this year would not have been possible without the support of partners. I've already mentioned the great support of the Ghana Physicians and Surgeons Foundation of North America, as well as the universities that support us in our academic programs. The Parliamentary Select Committee for Health, led by Dr. Ayu Efriye, has been a major advocate for governmental funding for the activities of the college. Through their efforts and with the support of the Honorable Minister of Health, there was an increase in the governmental allocation to the college. This allocation was to be shared by selected agencies. And I'm pleased to openly single out the effort of the National Health Insurance Authority. The NHIA, our National Health Insurance Authority, has turned out to be the one agency that continues to fully meet their responsibility year after year in funds transferred to the college. And they have done it again this year. What they were supposed to give us was doubled, and they did it in 2 tranches. If all the other agencies who were tasked to give us money behaved like the National Health Insurance Authority, I'm sure I would not have lost as much hair as I've done since I became rector of this college. It would be great if these other agencies had a dialogue with the NHIA to fully grasp the importance of what we do here and to learn the best practices implemented by NHIA to ensure that funding is delivered regularly and promptly for postgraduate medical training. The Tropical Health Education Trust of the UK, working with the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office, based in the British High Commission over here, has also continued to support our educational activities. And I'm very happy that we have with us some representatives of the Royal College of Psychiatry in this ceremony who have worked with the Faculty of Psychiatry based on this funding that we've had from the Tropical Health Education Trust. The current funding cycle is about to end, so I hope that this public acknowledgement of their efforts will be communicated to them, and it will bias them in the right direction concerning future funding. Residency training is not an easy thing. It's a stressful endeavor in which studying, caring for patients, managing some difficult superiors, and meeting family responsibilities are managed together with many other competing interests. It is therefore important to acknowledge those who have done all these things and excelled. In this vein, the Council and Academic Board of the College have decided to establish prizes for the best trainees at the membership and fellowship examinations for each faculty. We did a prize, the first prize giving ceremony yesterday with the membership graduates, and it was a great sight to behold. Today, we'll be giving prizes to people from faculties in our college who took the fellowship by examination. This is our first prize giving ceremony, and we'll improve it as we go along. Congratulations once again to all the graduates, and special congratulations to all prize winners. The term of our current college council has come to an end. Now, this is the first council that I've worked with as a rector, and I would like to go on record to tell the next council that this council has set a very high bar in the area of support and facilitation for the achievement of our goals. The contribution of all our council members is greatly appreciated. I would also like to single out Professor Edu Jemfi, the council chair, who is also a fellow of the college, and commend him for his able leadership of the council. I'd like to thank him for his willingness, sometimes at very short notice, to accompany me to meetings where college matters are discussed, as well as the many ways in which he has linked me to opportunities for improving the college. As I said at the beginning, it has been a great year, and we look forward to many more years like this. Long live Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Long live Ghana. Thank you.
Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. So when your boss delivers this and people are happy, then the staff of the college are gritting their teeth because of all the deadlines that he has pushed you to deliver things and all that. But all in all, it's working well. Thank you so much, Professor Richard Adanu. As part of our program, it's our tradition to appoint a college lecturer who will speak on the theme for the AGSM. And that person should have what it takes to deliver on the topic. And we chose training and retention of health workforce. So our college lecturer is somebody who has been deep into training and research and retention of the health workforce. He's a fellow of this college, and he has trained in different parts of the world. Yet, the majority of the time of his life and his career has been spent in this country. So we deem him as a suitable person to speak on this topic. He didn't run away after his training. He's an alumnus of the University of Ghana Medical School, where he got his MBCHB, and he has over 20 years of medical practice and research experience. He also holds a master's degree from the London School of Economics and Political Science, and then he's also a fellow of the West African College of Physicians in the Faculty of Community Health. He's an honorary associate professor of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, and he's a principal investigator for the WHO World Health Survey Plus, WHS Plus in Ghana. He's a chairman of the Ghana Non-Communicable Disease Injury Poverty Commission. He's a past vice president of the Ghana chapter of the West African College of Physicians. This very abridged version of his CV is on page 15, but I'll stop here. Currently, he's the provost of the College of Health Sciences of the University of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Professor Alfred Edwin Yorson to deliver the college lecture.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lawson, who happens to be my faculty in the college. The chair of council, I will stand on all the established protocols to deliver the college lecture. So I'm most delighted to be the college lecturer for this year, the 25th AGSM of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. So the title, as has been said, is a training and retention of health workforce in Ghana. So I'll briefly give an overview of the health system, which is the sum of all organizations, institutions, and resources whose primary purpose is to prevent, promote, and to deliver healthcare services. Health services, as it were, is a multiple services rendered to individuals, family, and communities by agents of the health system aimed at promoting, maintaining, monitoring, and restoring health to the citizenry. The component of the health system is dependent on the WHO's health system building block, and one of the key pillars of this is the health workforce, which we are discussing today. Ghana's health system is organized in tiers, from the national to the regional to the district, to the sub-district, and to the community. And at all these levels, specialist, skilled workforce making up the health team work together to deliver healthcare which is equitable. When we say equity, equity is equal access for equal need, such that the pregnant woman who needs or goes into labor at Fifi Nkwanta will have the same level of care commensurate with her need, much as the woman who lives just 20 or 200 meters away from Kolebu Teaching Hospital. That is how we want our health system to function. And this is dependent on the skill that we provide at all the levels. So briefly, I will say that the health workforce training locally in Ghana started before independence, and we started nursing training in Ghana some years before independence. All along, it was important to note that local training of the healthcare team was paramount. And therefore, it started way back in 1919, during Gordon Frederick Gaggisberg's time, where there was the need to establish a medical school in the newly constructed Kolebu Hospital, was then not a teaching hospital. This idea suffered a lot of setbacks through the years, the depression and all that, until the middle 1950s, 1955 specifically, where after the establishment of the University College of the Gold Coast, now University of Ghana, and that of the College of Technology in Kumasi, put forward a proposal to establish a medical school. And this was strengthened by a visit or research conducted by 3 eminent Ghanaian medical professionals and one key educationist, Professor Alexander Edum Kwapong, Professor Ismond, Charles Ismond, Odampton Ismond, and Professor Emmanuel Augustus Bedu. This led eventually due to the tenacity of our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, to use local resources to establish the first medical school in Ghana. And this first medical school has yielded a lot of fruit. It has contributed to the establishment of all the other medical schools in Kumasi in 1975, in Tamale in 1996, in Cape Coast 2005, in Ho 2012, and also some private medical schools. At this point, I want to pay special tribute to some of our seniors whose tenacity and effort ventured into the almost impossible area of establishing private medical schools. They have done it, and now we see other audacious persons venturing and looking in that direction to increase the number of trainees. Let's give them a round of applause. At every point in history, we need such people to blaze a trail. It is gratifying now to note that because of the establishment of the postgraduate colleges, the Ghana College of Physicians was established 2003, and we are celebrating 21 years by the Act 635 of the Republic of Ghana's Parliament. Then followed the College of Nurses, College of Pharmacy, and then the Allied Health Professions Council as well. So it is gratifying to note that we can train almost all the key specialists that we need for our health system locally, and this is important. So briefly on the current situation. One of the challenges is the inadequate numbers and inequitable distribution of healthcare personnel across the different levels, as I have said. The national regulators, that is the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, and for us, specifically the Ghana Medical and Dental Council, have been engaging the training institutions, setting benchmarks, and also enrollment quotas, such as to optimize training with the increasing need to increase numbers. However, based on the capacity of these training institutions, the regulators are firm in deciding and determining the numbers that you can train each year. And I must say, in 2022, all the public universities, the medical schools in the public universities, met and engaged the Medical and Dental Council to be given a leverage to increase their numbers a little. And this was graciously agreed to by the Medical and Dental Council. So I would say, and again, give credence to the Medical and Dental Council for their positive attitude this time to engage and also collaborate, give direction, and especially in terms of working with a very progressive leadership of the Ghana College as well, to bring forth some of the very innovative ways in improving the training of physicians, especially in Ghana. In addition to this, there are a number of Ghanaians who are trained outside, who come back to come and practice. And before they can do so, they need to pass the practice proficiency exam of the Medical and Dental Council. And the truth is that many of these struggle to pass through and acquire the requisite skill. Herein, therefore, lies the need to improve local training and improve commitment for training physicians and other health workforce locally. So at this point, I will emphasize, importantly, that in access to healthcare by citizens, I always say, quantity has a quality of its own. Sometimes we tend to say that once you are increasing numbers, there is no quality to it. But even when you are assessing quality, access, quantity, which is numbers, is part of it. So it is always good to improve access, increase the numbers, whilst you work towards improving quality. So I want to say that, and it is important we look at this such that measures that seem to improve access should be supported. And however, we need to avoid proliferation of private medical schools, private nursing schools, private pharmacies all over the place. So we will encourage the regulators to put their foot down when they should. Postgraduate training, we've seen the enormous effort Ghana College has made, and the number of training, we've trained several hundreds of specialists, and we continue to do so. As was rightly put, we've had to divide the ceremony for members and for fellowship, and that's very important. And can we give another clap for the college? Despite the progress we've made both undergraduate and specialist training, there exists a lot of inequities in distribution of health workforce. An analysis of the Ministry of Health data will indicate that in terms of ratios, we are doing very well with nurses. One nurse to the population, about 700, that is good, even better than what the WHO suggests. What we need really is to improve specialist training among nurses. And that is key effort that we need to do going forward. For doctors, we struggle to meet the national standards we set for ourselves, which is 1 to about 6,800 doctors, much less than what the WHO suggests. But that is our national standard we want to aspire to. However, even with that, the best ratios are usually in the Greater Accra region, 1 to 2,000, 1 to 3,000. And if you compare this to other areas in the country, it's about 1 to 53,000. And therefore, if you compute some ratios, it indicates that for the same standard population where you have 17 doctors taking care of that population in the Greater Accra, you have only 1 doctor taking care of that same population in other parts of the country. And this is not good enough. We need to look at it. And I will indicate briefly some of the causes of these disparities. So the multiple challenges we face. What are some of the causes that will lead to the inadequate distribution as well as the external migration of doctors, as we are saying? How do we retain them? 1, limited local funding for healthcare. It was very gratifying, happy to note the contribution of the NHIS to the college, and that is very good. Ghana has struggled to meet the Abuja target. This was set in 2001, that all nations should devote 15% at least of the government spending to healthcare. We've been doing 9, 10, 8, thereabouts. And therein, you cannot get quality healthcare for your citizens if you are not spending how much you need to spend. So inadequate spending healthcare by government is a key contributor to our effort to train more specialists and even undergraduate students. In 2001, our analysis with the World Bank indicated that 74% of all spending on healthcare was by government. That was very good. And 24% of that was from partners and donors. What was interesting was that 60% of what government put in health was usually for payment of salaries and remuneration. So very little was left for any capital infrastructure and also for training of health professionals. That's when we become dependent on others for this. And it is contributing to our inability to provide the numbers that we need. The inadequate distribution of health workforce within the country is easily due to challenges in posting and acceptance of posting to some of the areas, especially outside Accra, Kumasi, Sekondi, Takoradi, and such other places. Sometimes these transfers are purely due to interferences from different quarters. People just refuse to go to where they are posted to, and you go to places in certain regions, and in one chief's compound, you have about 7 or 8 nurses, when they are doing the same deliveries as other health centers elsewhere with only 1 or 2 nurses. There is congestion in places and deprived numbers in other places. There is also sometimes, frankly, fear of the unknown by the young trainees. They have lived all their lives in Accra and Kumasi. They know next to nothing about Sunyani and how relatively affordable food is, accommodation, and all that. And they ignore all that, and they always persist in staying in the cities where you may have to cough off 2 year, 24 months of what? Rent allowances. People will prefer to go through all that stress. Sometimes it's purely because of the fear of unknown, and it is incumbent on seniors, others to educate and encourage some of these young ones to venture into, apart from the national effort to do this. As a nation, we have also not prioritized enough some of the policies and the research that instruct us as to do what we call demand-driven training. We need to know, as the college has been pushing and the rector has been pushing, we need to know the demands. How many ophthalmologists do we need per capita or per population? And therefore, the college will strengthen itself. How many neurosurgeons? How many obstetrician gynecologists? And I must say, with some of my colleagues from the University of Ghana Medical School and the School of Public Health, we worked with the Ministry of Health to develop what we call the National Strategic Workforce Plan in 2021, which actually devoted time and assessed and gave numbers potentially where we can train and what numbers we need. I'm not sure, I'm not certain how far the ministry has been able to implement these. And therefore, we tend to be training, but we are not really guided by the demands on the ground. There are also some national socio-economic factors and global geopolitical forces, as I would say. Economic situations, especially, may not be favorable to many of our young personnel who prefer to migrate and move elsewhere. And also, the pull factors have become increasingly stronger, especially after Brexit and after COVID-19. I will give you a typical example of how these ones have become so strong. I visited Israel, of course, for this current crisis. And thank you. And on one single Emirates flight from Kotoka to Dubai, I met and conversed with 3 nurses, 2 females, 1 young male compatriot. And they were going to the UK through Dubai. Then the statistician in me started calculating. This is a random flight. 3 nurses. How many Emirates flights leave Ghana in a week? Multiply by 3 for 6 months, for a year, and you see the numbers that are moving out. We have nurses, very experienced nurses, critical care nurses. We have doctors. It used to be only the newly trained. Now it is medical officers, even residents moving. We have pharmacists, laboratory scientists, and radiographers especially are migrating in their numbers. Again, in relation to the unfavorable political forces, I have been informed from a very senior government official involved in policy for health workers that there was a bilateral agreement between Ghana and Barbados where we used to send nurses to Barbados. And I believe the first time we sent about 200 nurses, a governmental agreement. One of our key European partners, whose airport we could have used for transit for these nurses, refused to give these nurses transit visas. When these nurses have been in Barbados for 2 years, and it was time for them to come, many of them didn't come. This same European country had given these nurses whose national status hasn't changed, giving all of them visas to go and practice in the country. So you see how difficult it is for us to deal with some of these geopolitical forces, much as you try, even at the national governmental level, to make some of this effort. So, to be or not to be, that is the question. Can Ghana compete in this geopolitical arena, as I have put it? Yes, we cannot throw our hands in the air. I sincerely believe we need to do more as a nation to take concrete mitigation effort towards this. And the Ghana College comes in very handy. We've all seen the number of resident specialists it has trained, especially in the discipline of surgery, where it is not very likely to go out there and get a residency program in cardiothoracic surgery, obstetric gynecology, and others. And therefore, it has filled a huge void in that area. And I, being a community physician, do not look only at the functional capacity of the college. I also look at it sociologically. Let me tell you why. Before the college was established, a young man will finish medical school, just pick his bag. From Kotoka, he lands in Heathrow, London, or lands in JFK, New York. Minimal or no ties, moves, goes to start new life. Now the college is here. We attract young ones to start doing cardiothoracic surgery, neurosurgery, pediatrics, other things that they like to do. And at least membership will take you about 3 years or so, by which time the young man, the young woman would have gotten a partner. You have gotten a baby, 2 or more for the prolific ones, they might have many. It is not that easy to just lift your bag and leave your wife or your husband and children here. And it takes a lot of effort to do that. That is what the college did also. For a long time, sociologically, it was retaining health workforce in that way. It was not only the functional one, but there are other sociological roles the college have played. But as I indicated, some of these effects are waning because of these strong geopolitical forces. And we believe the college can continue by, as we are doing, hastening the postgraduate training for our very brilliant students. And it's being done, and I will mention that. That is another key role. So some of the suggestions for retention. Regarding the limited local funding for healthcare, we've said it, and we continue to implore government to put in more resources locally, and also in certain areas like health research. I was recently in Dakar at the 7 Billion Forum, which brings deans, provosts, medical students, all that to discuss some interesting topic in health. And it was very interesting and instructive to learn the commitment of the Senegalese government to their research institute, the Institute Pasteur. They give them so much money so that it leverages them and they are able to attract more. So they are more competitive. Can't our government do same for Noguchi, for KCCR, for the Ghana Health Service research institutions? These are key things, commitment, starting at home so that you can attract more. And Institute Pasteur, we know what they are doing and what they are capable of doing. The inequitable distribution. It is important to note, as I said, the quantity having quality of its own. The government policy agenda 111 is important. We need to create the access. And once that is done, we need to provide what it takes for it to become functional. And this is very much in line with what the college is trying to do, to decentralize postgraduate training. So if we have these facilities scattered all across the country, especially the regional hospitals, and we are training fellows there, why can't we train residents? Why can't we train medical students? So one of the key proposals we are trying to make is that as a nation, we probably need to establish a biomedical school, which may be situated in any of the universities. We would prefer it to be situated in the University of Ghana, so that we can train about 300, what we call the basic sciences, And once we train these ones, then we can send them to the regional hospitals where Ghana College is already training fellows and residents. They don't all have to be in Kolebu. Now, what is constraining us is the basic sciences. You can only train as many. But if we create the opportunity to train a lot more students at the basic sciences level, we can move them across with fellows across. So this is a message we want government to take and be mindful of, that we can use that to train more of our local medical students. It is important, and the college is spearheading this. We also have the prioritizing demand-driven training, which the college is doing, and particularly neurosurgery. College fast-tracking the training of brilliant medical students. It was gratifying for me as dean of the medical school to select our best 10%, which became 20. And interestingly, about 2/3 of these top 20 students were females. Let's clap for the females. And that, I believe, is a way, if we go, the college is bridging the gender parity in postgraduate and specialist training. And that, again, a feather in the cap of the rector. It is a good way. We might not deliberately do that, but you see, it selects itself, and we have a lot more females coming into postgraduate training. Government should not give up. There should still be keen effort for the bilateral engagement. We should still engage our European, our American colleagues, such that we get some national agreement. We provide nurses for you who are very well trained, like UK trained nurses, but support us to have some centers of excellence so that we can train more of these nurses, and then we can ship some to you for your purposes. And then we say, okay, probably we pay 80% of your salary in UK, the 20%, which is pound, will be paid in an account in Ghana for you. It is still for you, but it is foreign exchange for the country. So let's think through it. A word to the wise, the government is enough. So, in concluding, I want to say that there are key questions I want us all to think about. What are the key skills the future require for our health workers? What organizational framework is required, like I've been saying? And what policies need to be put in place to ensure our workforce stay? And are we prepared to work together with government to improve? Last bit of what I want to say is that our training institutions, the Ghana College, the universities, have comparative advantages, and we shouldn't lose that. I feel strongly I have to say this, because we provide evidence on the different facets, causes, effects, and outcomes of health, and we need to continue to provide that. We should strive very hard to maintain our neutral status as academic institutions. Unfortunately, there are snippets of politics craving into our institutions, openly showing where we belong to. And I think that it undermines the neutrality and what we can do to influence government policy if we are seen in that light. We need to remain as the last bastion of hope, such that if we do a research and we push it out, it wouldn't be interpreted in the color of where you are coming from. Finally, we are trusted by the community. And therefore, we need to work hard to move from our ivory tower and take our gowns to town to engage in national dialogue and policy as to what influences the training and retention of health workforce for our country. We shouldn't sit on the fence. We should let our voices be heard. Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Professor Alfred Edwin Yorson. We can tell that you actually teach advocacy, and so we can see all your advocacy skills. Your students are taking notes. We will now invite the representative for the Minister of Health Honorable Dr. Bernard Okoboy, in the person of Dr. Ignatius Awinibuno, to read the minister's message to us.
Thank you very much. I want to acknowledge the president of the college, Professor Deborah, and also the rector of the college, Professor Danu, and the chairman of the council, Professor Yao Dijomfi. I bring you greetings from the Honorable Minister for Health, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, the Chief Director of the Ministry, and the Director of Technical Coordination of the Ministry. They have sent me to give you a simple message. You know, the season in which we are would partly explain why the Honorable Minister is unable to be here physically. In addition, there have been multiple engagements that have also taken the Chief Director away and other directors. But their heart and mind is here with you. It's here with you because we are dealing with an institution in the country as a trailblazer of medical education in Ghana, without which our vision of getting health for all would not be a reality. So the ministry cherishes the role of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons that has been a lead in providing and shaping healthcare delivery in the country, training the cream of our health professionals within the country. In fact, the last speaker, Professor Lawson, has highlighted the critical role of the college, and I would not want to go over it again, but just to stress that whatever he has said is the true, and even more, to us as a policy, at the policy end, we deem your contribution as very, very crucial in shaping the policy direction of the country when it comes to healthcare delivery. Your role, even in ensuring that we're able to save even a lot of hard currency. Imagine we're training all these professionals outside. I'm sure the situation of even our currency would have even been worse than now. So your role in terms of our quality healthcare delivery and training of our medical specialists is very, very crucial. We have interacted a lot with Professor Danu. You always feel his energy at heads of agency meetings, and he champions the cause of the college very, very strongly. I would want on this note to simply, you would never miss Prof when he's there or when he's not. Always, if he's not there, you will ask of him because he has very brilliant ideas. And I don't think under his leadership would lose as a nation. I'm sure we'll continue to progress. As a ministry, we want to continue to work closely with you as we're already doing. There have been certain very innovative ideas that have come from the college to be able to train more professionals, especially in specialties that are not receiving the attention that they are supposed to receive, that we are working closely to promote. I've heard the appeal for us to improve government funding to support the training of medical specialists. And I think government is working hard on that. I'm sure there have been very good initiatives in the past that have even tried to absorb certain fees for professionals of the college who are under training, and also try to, through our partners, support the training of medical specialists. The ministry has partnership as a key pillar in this national health care agenda, and we shall continue to partner the college in driving the healthcare agenda of this nation. I have listened carefully to the presenter and the things that have been asked in his speech about certain partnerships that have been started in the past, certain policy documents that have also been raised and started in the past. We work closely with the college to see whether we can have a roadmap, as we already have, of some of the ideas you have, so that we can implement them gradually. And those that can be done speedily, we'll give them the right attention. I would want, on this note, on behalf of the Honorable Minister, the Chief Director, and the ministers of the ministry, to say a big congratulations for a program well organized and well executed. We would, from this stage, continue to partner with the rector and the leadership of the college to see how we can continue to strengthen the college to continue to play its role of providing excellent medical education to our citizens. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. But today is our day, and we expected that you bring us some gift or something, or some big promise or some dollars for our work or something. But maybe you tell the rector, because you are sitting beside him, to give him our birthday gift. Right. Ministry of Health Choir, please give us an interlude, and then after that, we'll receive our guest of honor. Thank you so much, MOH Choir. We will now invite Dr. Beatrice Sam Omidiji, a specialist family physician, to introduce our guest of honor. Please, let's welcome her.
Good morning, everybody. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocols. I must say it is an honor to introduce the guest of honor for today's ceremony. And she is an amazing woman, an accomplished obstetrician, gynecologist, and public health physician with over 30 years experience in safe motherhood and in other reproductive health issues. She qualified from SMS KNUST in 1987, a fellow of the West African College of Surgeons, and a foundation fellow of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. She worked as a doctor in various capacities within the Ghana Health Service, Ministry of Health, from 1988 to 2020, and retired from active service as a consultant and a head of department of obstetrics and gynecology at the Tema General Hospital in September 2020. As a reproductive health researcher and trainer, she has assisted in various national and international research and training activities, and also in the development of numerous national and international safe motherhood and reproductive health policy documents, service delivery guidelines, training tools, and materials. She has also facilitated in numerous trainings in emergency obstetric care for various categories of health personnel in Ghana and other countries. She is an examiner for the University of Ghana Medical School, the School of Medical Sciences, KNUST, and the Postgraduate Medical College in Ghana. She has served as a technical reviewer for international research funding, competitions such as Saving Lives at Birth and Grand Challenges Ghana, and also served on numerous national and international boards and advisory committees, including the WHO Policy Coordination Committee, Geneva, the WHO Afro-Ramka Advisory Board, and also governing boards for the University of Health and Allied Science and the whole teaching hospital. So when I say she's amazing, now you understand. And there is more. Her expertise and experience have been shared with various international agencies, such as the WHO, the United Nations Population Fund, the West African Health Organization, USAID, Prime 2, and Gender Health, Chipaigo Corporation, IPAS, and Family Health International, for whom she has worked on for so many occasions as a consultant. She won a FIGO Female Obstetrician Award in Rome 2010, and recently, in October 2024, also won a SOGOG Lifetime Achievements Award, that's the Society of Obstetricians and Gynecologists of Ghana. So now, who is she? She has worked tirelessly, and she's been an advocate for excellence and quality maternal and neonatal care. She believes in being a first-class citizen in one's own homeland. Please, with a round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Med Sylvia Ayele Deganus. Please permit me to do something unconventional.
Thank you, Beatrice, for those wonderful words and introduction. And sometimes you wonder whether they are talking about you, don't you? I actually, when they said a person of honor, I was looking around, then I remembered it's me. Most often I sit on that side of the hall when I come to functions here. And for the first time, I'm sitting on this side. I want to say a very big thank you to my colleagues for inviting me to share a story with you. And let me start by saying I'm sharing this story on behalf of numerous other colleagues who have been first-class citizens in this country. And I see a lot of them there. So please, I raise my heart to all of you. This story is being told on all your behalves, my colleagues here. So I decided under the theme for this conference to talk about being a first-class citizen in Ghana, and that it's a priceless role to play. And that's where I set my theme. Now, I would like to tell this story by building the story on 7 pillars. I'd wanted to do it in a presentation. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see all my slides, but that's okay. I'll still tell my story anyway. So my pillars for telling this story, the first one is I have a dream. Do you have a dream? And I'm asking this for my young colleagues here. The second pillar is that hard work pays. It always pays. My third pillar is that your values and your character matter. They are very, very important if you want to be a first-class citizen. You will have challenges, but your challenges will be stepping stones to excellence, to success, and that your work is being noticed. And the last pillar is that God is good and is always faithful. So I'm going to touch on my pillars. So I have a dream, and I'm asking you, do you have a dream? What do you want to be? My colleagues here, where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself in a few years from now? What do you want to achieve? And let me start by saying that I had a dream, and I knew where I wanted to be. I always knew I wanted to be a first-class citizen in my own country, no matter what. And I think back and think, this dream was embedded in all my colleagues. I see some of them sitting here. And even though in our class, a lot of us left, those of us who have remained have all achieved that dream of being first-class citizens in our own country. And I'll probably mention a few names as I go along. Let me say that when you have a dream, please dream big. There's no room for small dreams. Being a doctor already is a big dream. Being a specialist is an even bigger dream. And then being a first-class citizen is the ultimate. So you have to bring dream. But you have to remember to remain focused on your dream, because sometimes things will shift you away from your dream. That dream must always remain in focus. Ask yourself every day, where do you want to be? What do you want to be? What's your purpose? Okay, so please remember to keep that dream of being a first-class citizen, being a priceless first-class citizen in focus. Never give up on it, because that's what will keep you going. But achieving that dream comes with hard work. It's no easy feat. And even those who live to other greener pastures, they probably work hard, but they are never able to achieve that dream, isn't it? Maybe, we don't know. But you have to set yourself some goals that you want to achieve in order to achieve the dream. You have already started that. You have done your trainings, but that doesn't end here. Knowledge keeps growing. You have to play bigger roles in your society. Being a specialist is more than the technical knowledge. You are going to have to be a leader, and each and every one of you here is going to be a leader in our country. Our future, our country is going to depend on you. It will require passion. Sometimes we lose that passion as we go along. As frustration drives us, we begin to lose that passion we came up with. Be passionate about your work. Every day, I say, it's a new day. Every patient is different. And so every occasion is a learning day for you. It calls for you to challenge yourself to achieve more each and every day. It calls for you to always give the best. And of course, you have to brighten the corner where you are. When I was being introduced, I was told I had worked for 20 years at Tema General Hospital. That was my corner. And I remember when I was moving from Konfanochi Teaching Hospital to a district hospital. Tema General Hospital was a district hospital. A lot of us, or a lot of questions were, why do you want to leave the teaching hospital to go to a district hospital? I said I wanted to make a dream. And I wanted to achieve more, and I wanted to brighten that corner. And for 20 years, I spent that time brightening that corner. I changed maternity care at Tema General Hospital. I remember one of the first experiences was when we changed our antenatal care. It didn't call for much. It was just reorganizing the antenatal care delivery system. We had said that that delivery system was like a factory assembly line. I don't know if those of you who are older can remember. Women get processed through a number of stations. There's the weighing station, then there is the BP station, then finally there's a palpation station. And I call that a factory assembly system. So we reorganized, simply reorganizing, using the same resources. And the next year, we won one of the best awards in Africa after giving a presentation on what we had achieved. So brighten that corner. Make a difference wherever you find yourself. You can do it. But then hard work must be backed by good values and character. What are your values? For me, a doctor means integrity. Being a doctor simply means integrity. Integrity comes with honesty, comes with humility, a willingness to learn. You have to keep learning. You have to learn from those who have achieved a lot before you. Learning never ends. You have to have a mentor. Find yourself some mentors. I do see some of my mentors sitting here. Dr. Odwe, who is sitting there, Dr. Odwe, permit me to mention your name, was one of my mentors in shaping my desire to be an obstetrician gynecologist. There are a few more I can mention the names. Dr. Adibo. I remember meeting Dr. Adibo the first time. I had gone to volunteer at a young doctors association. I was still a medical student, but there was this young association of doctors who were getting together so that they can change the dynamics of district medical officers in Ghana. And I volunteered to go and help them organize the meeting. Dr. Adibo came, saw me then, said, "Small girl, what are you doing here?" You know, and I said, "Dr. Adibo, I have seen you on TV, you are the medical director." And I gave him a lot of background and he was amazed. He said, "You know this and you're already a medical student." And he remained my mentor from that day onwards. So we have mentors, we have people amongst us who can help us achieve our goals, who can build our technical skills, our values, and our characters. Look for those mentors and remain with them. But always remember that you yourself are a leader and you have to mentor others. Your role calls for it. Then there will be challenges. It's never always rosy becoming a first-class citizen in your country. There will be challenges, there will be threats, but you must learn to place those tripping stones under your feet and build them. You will hit rock bottom by all means, but use those rocks to build your new foundation. You need to always protect your dream. What are some of the challenges? The first one is the financial threat. A lot has been said about it. The grass is always greener on the other side. There will be professional barriers, even amongst your colleagues. I remember wanting to do obstetrics, and one of those, the notion at the time was that, well, females don't go to females for obstetric and gynecology care. Are you sure you'll be valued? And we proved them wrong. And today I can proudly see a lot of female gynecologists, and if you are here, show me your hands. Any fellows here? Yes, I see one. And we are achieving great things. So there will be professional stress, there will be occupational barriers, especially being female. It was mentioned here we have to balance our homes, we have to balance our occupation, our time. How do we make time for family? Those are things that you really have to plan your life about. One of the things I always said to my patients is I don't give my private phone numbers to my patients. And they always say, why? And I said, I need a little privacy and little space so that I can also keep my home a little, So those challenges will come. Remember, like I said, the grass is always greener. And the grass is so thick on that side that you don't see the pitfalls. But if those who are there will tell you there are many, many pitfalls when they go there. There are pitfalls, the legal risk, and it looks like for our colleagues who are out there, they are more at risk for being sued. You'll find some of our brightest and best who have fallen through the cracks. And it's only a minute number who achieved a little bit. Most of our colleagues who left, they phase into oblivion. You don't hear from them. Let them tell you the truth. The grass is not always green. There are holes under the grass. Remember that. So don't be fooled to run to the other side of the fence. It's not always green. And sometimes we feel that our work is not being noticed. But I'm here to tell you, your work is being noticed. Your work is always being noticed. Your work is being noticed by your patients. When I was in Konfanochi, I never had to enter. In fact, I dared not enter Kumasi Market because as soon as my clients saw me, they came running with the Kobe, the Momonis, and Kobe is salted fish. And at a point in time, I had so much Kobe in my fridge that I didn't know what to do with it. But your clients notice your good work. I can recollect a lady who is called Sylvia Diganos today. She was somebody I did mouth-to-mouth respiration for. And 20 years down the line, the father brought her to me in Tema General Hospital. She's now an anesthetist. That is how far we are. So there are patients noticing your work. Okay? And your colleagues are noticing your good deeds too. It's not just me. I thank Dr. Adanu for giving me this position of honor, but it's because he noticed me. I thank so God. But your own colleagues notice your good works. Don't think that nobody's noticing your good work. And so you need to achieve a lot more in Ghana before your recognition even will go beyond. So that is your first task. What are you achieving for your people here? What are you achieving for people beyond Ghana? But your reputation here is what is going to make you. So your work is being noticed. So being a first-class citizen, for me, is priceless. Remember, Ghanaians reward and recognize quality. I was going to share a slide of many of my colleagues who have been rewarded in this country, who have been recognized, whose achievements have been noticed. Unfortunately, I cannot send these slides to you, but they include Professor Japon of UHAS, who's one of our 4 colleagues who stayed. So there are so many more. Please remember that you need to contribute to move your people's health further. When you're a first-class citizen, your sense of satisfaction and achievement is complete. I never regret staying in this country. That sense of achievement, you can never, have it. You will be at home and you always feel at home. Your self-esteem remains intact. You are never a second-class citizen. I have never felt like a second-class citizen in my own country. You should never. You are the best this country has to offer. No situation should make you feel like you're a second-class citizen anywhere. God had a very good reason for making you Ghanaian and keeping you in this country. Never forget that. And so that's my self-pillar. Last pillar, God has always been good and he's always faithful. So my message to all of you today is that be the best you can ever be. Be a proud Ghanaian. Become and always remain the first-class citizen in your own country. Create that lasting impact. Where do you see our country 20 years from now? You will be the people who would make that change. You are the ones who are going to change our country's health, our country's future, our country's facilities. And let me ask all my colleagues here to continue to share these stories of being a priceless first-class citizen in our country, to continue to encourage all our younger colleagues. Thank you all for your attention.
Please keep clapping till she sits. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Straight from the heart. Straight from the heart. Excellent. So we are now moving on to the real reason why we came today. Induction of new fellows by election, examination, and post-fellowship. There's a saying that in the absence of the crocodile, a lizard is appreciated. But today, we have crocodiles. So we'll not look at any lizard. All these people here are real crocodiles, and they are the ones that are going to do the work for us. So I would like to invite the Rector, Professor Richard Adanu, to start the induction process. No clap.
I always look for analogies to make between the members and the fellows, because I tell the members that what they've done is a halfway point. The fellows are the real deal. And this lizard crocodile one, I'm going to overuse it. So yesterday was the lizard ceremony. You can tell the members that today the crocodiles are in the house. So I'd like to first start by presenting the fellows by election. College President, by the authority of the Council, I present to you the following, who, possessing the recognized postgraduate qualifications, have through professional competence, accomplishment, and research, and on the recommendation of the relevant faculties and the academic board, have been elected for the award of Fellow of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. They are as follows. For the Division of Physicians, Internal Medicine, Dr. Elliot Koranting Tano. Dr. Foster Osei-Poku. Professor Senyo Komla Tagoto. Pediatrics and Child Health, Dr. Ajuri Harold Saki. Dr. Rafiuk Cosmos Yakubu. Then for the Division of Physicians, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Dr. Charles Maunyo Senaya. Dr. Paul Kwesi Gablafiajo. Ophthalmology, Dr. Judith Simon. Orthopedic and Trauma Surgery, Dr. John Kofi Tampuri. Dr. Joseph Kwame Kopisa. Faculty of Surgery and Subspecialties, Dr. Levi Niayi Ankra. Dr. Mawenyo Atawa Oyote. Dr. Kwabna Agbedinu. And Dr. Zainab Nina Schumacher.
Thank you very much, Rector. By the authority vested in me as president of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, I confer on you the fellowship of the college in your specialties with all the privileges and responsibilities. Congratulations.
No, please clap louder. These are the crocodiles. So you'll now say after me the college pledge. I, then you mention your name here. So let's do it again. Let's get it loud. I mean, let the members hear it at home and want to apply for fellowship. So I, upon my honor, pledge to faithfully observe and obey the laws and regulations of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. I pledge to promote the highest ethical practice and professionalism. I pledge to constantly upgrade my knowledge and skill and pass these on to future generations through teaching of students and health professionals. I pledge to promote the general health of society through advocacy. Through this pledge, I promise to maintain and faithfully defend the honor, dignity, and good name of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. So help me God. Congratulations. So please put on the Tudor bonnets and then you come up to shake hands with the podium crew. Please keep clapping. I want the members who are watching this to. So please come up. Yeah. We'll now move to the presentation of the fellows by examination. By the authority of the council, I present to you, College President, the following who have undergone senior residency training in an accredited institution and have also passed the examinations prescribed by the respective faculties. You may please confer on them the award of Fellow of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Division of Physicians, Family Medicine, Dr. Ellen Amakrab. Pediatrics and Child Health, Dr. Alimatu Salam. Dr. Ashura Bakari Busa. Dr. Emanuela Amwaku. Dr. Ernestina Nanabwatima Shandoff. Internal Medicine, Dr. Vida Obese. Psychiatry, Dr. Lavina Jima. Public Health, Dr. Eric Odey. Dr. Mary Eyuram Ashinyo. Dr. Winfred Komla Ofosu. Division of Surgeons, Anesthesia, Dr. Irene Bando. Dr. Nana Adubuating. Dr. Patience Ajipong. Dr. Samuel Achampong Anefi. Faculty of Dental Surgery, Dr. Abdul Majid Ahmed. Dr. Jonathan Olesutete. Dr. Nana Tufo Ampemjima. Dr. Paul Frimpong. Dr. Richard Atuo Ampo. Emergency Medicine, Dr. Maisel Stella Forson Ade. Obstetrics and Gynecology, Dr. Collins Oting. Dr. Derek Amwating. Dr. Enes Kojopuni Kwaku. Dr. Kweku Amwajating. Dr. Kweku Opokubuating. Dr. Maxwell Kankam. Dr. Dr. Munlaila Adam. Dr. Dr. Philip Eninkufo. Ophthalmology, Dr. Abigail Nyakumbosumpim. Orthopedic and Trauma Surgery, Dr. Jefferson Owusu Ade. Dr. Kwesi Kusi. Dr. Majid Alahi Al-Hassan. Dr. Prince George Lavi. Neurosurgery, Dr. Richmond Hagan. General Surgery, Dr. Dominic Anominta. Dr. Jonathan Charles Lamptey, and Dr. Victoria Sena Gau.
Thank you, Rector. By the authority vested in me as President of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, I confer on you the fellowship of the college in your specialties with all the privileges and responsibilities. Congratulations.
So please say after me. I, upon my honor, pledge to faithfully observe and obey the laws and regulations of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. I pledge to promote the highest ethical practice and professionalism. I pledge to constantly upgrade my knowledge and skill and pass these on to future generations through teaching of students and health professionals. I pledge to promote the general health of society through advocacy. Through this pledge, I promise to maintain and faithfully defend the honor, dignity, and good name of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. So help me God. Congratulations. Put the Tudor bonnets on and then come up for the handshake. Congratulations. Please don't get tired of the clapping. I mean, otherwise we'll start all over again. Let's keep clapping for them.
So this year, as the rector hinted in his speech, we have introduced the award of prizes. And we did that for the membership graduation yesterday. Today, we are going to do it for the fellows. However, there are criteria that we used. Not all faculties were able to select somebody. So 6 faculties have selected, based on the criteria, who qualify to receive the prize. So Faculty of Anesthesia, Dr. Samuel Anefi. I will invite the council chair to approach so that he will do the presentation of the prize. You can wait here. Faculty of Dental Surgery and Subspecialties, Dr. Abdul Majid Adam Ahmed. The clap is not strong and exciting at all. Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Dr. Derek Amwating. Let's keep clapping. Faculty of Ophthalmology, Dr. Abigail Nyaku Busompem. We have Faculty of Psychiatry. There's only one person graduating, so it's clear. Dr. Levina Jima. And finally, Faculty of Public Health, Dr. Winfred Komla Ofosu. He's surprised. Dr. Winfred Komla Ofosu. Please, let's clap. Let's keep clapping. Council Chair, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for Professor Yawedu Jemfi. And then let's do one thunderous applause for all the prize winners for this year. I would want to take this opportunity to announce that we are still looking for people who want to endow prizes. So you approach us at the college. If you give me your number, I'll come to your office, give you the modalities, what you need to pay to endow the prize. And so we are still looking at these options. Some of you whose parents passed away and they did something and you want to endow a prize in the name of your father or your uncle or societies that want to do this, please approach us and we are willing to work with you to get this done. Thank you. We'll now invite the Rector to do the graduation for the post-fellowship.
So I mentioned the fact that we're graduating our first colorectal surgeon who did a post-fellowship diploma. With that, he's done the pledge and all that already. So I'd like to invite up the podium Dr. Kwabena Agbedinu. We'll just shake hands. Yeah. So he's going to get a second handshake.
So his wife is here. Next year she'll be graduating. So I've said it. I've said it. I've said it. Congratulations. So we will now invite the council chair to close the induction ceremony. Council chair. Round of applause, please.
Our distinguished colleagues, President and Rector, I'll follow the other protocols as laid down. But at this stage, I'm supposed to just walk up to the podium and just close the assembly. But I think from what I've heard from the guest speaker and the guest of honor, plus the Rector's introductory remarks, I will not attempt to summarize anything, but before I close, I will wish to address a few remarks to the new fellows and then close. I hope maybe there will be some takeaways from the minister, but I think what I have to say may reflect the sentiments and the addresses that we've had. So I'll say that before I close this beautiful assembly, except it has been a little empty for this year, of fellows, let me once more congratulate you fellows on your successful graduation out of this our vibrant college of surgeons, physicians, and surgeons. I know it has not been an easy journey, as was remarked by the Rector, but you have persevered through it all and did not relent in your efforts. Your diligence has paid off today. You are now proud fellows of our esteemed college, which has come into its own over the past decade and a couple of years. I think 21 years? Yes, and you are now supposed to now have all the privileges. Some of the privileges were sort of hidden in the pledge you took, but I'll come to that. I must congratulate all those who have variously contributed to and sacrificed for you to achieve this success today. These include your parents, spouses, significant others, and your teachers or trainers. Now, let me draw your attention to the symbolism and meaning of the swearing-in ceremony today. You stood heartless as you recited the obligatory and binding pledge of the college. At the end of the pledge recitation, you were instructed to wear your caps with a tassel to the left. What that meant was that you have committed yourself for the rest of your life to provide unstinting and undeviating fidelity to the pledge of the college, some elements of which derive from the Hippocratic Oath and its successor, the Geneva Declaration. Other elements have their origins in moral philosophy, especially the deontological or duty obligations, culminating in the social contract that you have with the citizenry of Ghana. The pledge is short and indicates, among others, your promise to promote highest ethical practice and professionalism, to upgrade your knowledge and skills, and to pass them on to future generations through teaching of students and health professionals. This portion should remind you of the ethical and social contract you have today professed and committed to assiduously promote for as long as you shall live and remain a fellow of this college. Your college has come to the realization that, and this was alluded to by the provost, that the key to achieving accelerated and quality training and thereby increase the specialist human resource targets for health professionals is through decentralization, supported by competency-based training and availability of simulation centers, and this is for the minister, simulation centers equitably spread across the country. The need for such assistance should be the role for government in this endeavor, and the role of government for government in this endeavor is self-evident as we strive to achieve this decentralized system. I am convinced that if you, the fellows, had such training support system linked to the district hospitals, even if you don't have Dr. Deganis has told you what she did and is worthy of emulation. But I'm sure if you have these systems in place, you may not hesitate to be deployed, accept deployment outside of the tertiary hospitals. After all, and I repeat, the college pledge is binding on you for so long as you shall live. Fellows should accept to be posted to the district hospitals to make their mark, like Dr. Deganos, and to support the decentralized training agenda of the college, as well as spreading specialist services across the country. Ghana needs your help, and this requires you to be faithful to your pledge. In conclusion, my young colleagues, and I can call you young colleagues, I've been a fellow for 50 years. Actually, the provost forgot. After the researches by Professor Ismon and Professor Bedu and others, we were the guinea pigs, the pioneers of the medical school, and we are giving back. So my young colleagues, once again, I offer my enthusiastic congratulations to you. My plea to you is to heed my request on behalf of the college and Mother Ghana for your support to our decentralization efforts at training and thereby spreading specialist services countrywide. May God bless all of us. May God bless you. Long live Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Long live Ghana. And having had my say, by I, Professor Yao Edujemfi, by authority vested in me as chairman of the Council of the College of Physicians and Surgeons, declare this assembly closed.
Please, let's keep clapping for Prof. He says he's been a fellow for 50 years. On the average, you finish medical school 24, 25, 26. Then you do fellowship. So guess his age. I would say it. Just think through it. So before we do the vote of thanks, I'll just share my last proverb. And it's mainly to the grad ones. It said that a single bracelet does not jingle. It means that we cannot go as individuals, stay in our little corner, and not associate or collaborate with anybody. I want to encourage you, work with the college, work with people who come to you, train as many as you can. Don't label anybody, me, I'm West Africa. It doesn't really matter. Ghana needs fellows. Ghana needs cadres in all levels. So any opportunity you get to collaborate and work with other fellows, please seize that opportunity and let's make sure that Ghana goes forward. Thank you very much. We will invite Dr. Nana Frimpoma Edu Ampoma, a fellow of the Dental Surgery Faculty, to give us the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. The representative of the minister, Dr. Ignatius Awuni, the chairman of the council, Professor Yao Edujemfi, members of the council, the president of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, Professor Samuel Deborah, the vice president of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, the college lecturer, Prof. Alfred Lawson, the rector, Professor Richard Adanu, and vice rector of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, past rectors and past presidents present, faculty chairs and secretaries, the diplomatic corps, the media, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and newly inducted fellows. As we come to the end of this remarkable induction ceremony, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you to express our heartfelt gratitude. First, I would like to sincerely thank our honorable guest of honor, Dr. Sylvia Diganos, for gracing us with her presence and inspiring us with her insightful address. Your words have resonated deeply with us, reminding us of the vital roles we play in the healthcare landscape of Ghana as first-class citizens in Ghana with big dreams. She reminded me so much of my dad, who always says, the best Ghanaian stays in Ghana. A special thank you to Professor Alfred Lawson for his insightful lecture on the training and retention of the healthcare workforce in Ghana, drawing our attention to the sociological retention capability of the college. Indeed, quantity has a quality of its own. A big thank you A big thank you to the representative of the minister, Dr. Ignatius Awuni, for delivering the minister's address. To our training centers, the president of the council, the president of the college, the rector of the college, and vice rector of the college, chairmen and secretaries, esteemed faculty and members of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence in medical education and training. Your dedication ensures that our fellows are not only well prepared, but also equipped to make meaningful contributions to the health sector in Ghana and beyond. I would also like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the organizing committee, faculty, and support staff. You have put in countless hours to ensure the success of this event. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. We are truly grateful for your commitment to our college and its mission. A big thank you also goes to the families, spouses, and companions of our newly inducted fellows. We know that it has not been easy. Spouses especially had to go the extra mile to take care of the family while our fellows were in training. We say, Ayiko Mo Niyo. To our new fellows, guess what? You have made it. Congratulations once again. Today marks a milestone in your professional journey. We are excited to see how you apply your knowledge, skills, and compassion in our service to our communities. Remember, you are now part of a prestigious network of professionals committed to the highest standards of medical practice. Lastly, I would like to express our gratitude to the MOH choir for their lovely voices. Also to the media and all our attendees for joining us today. Your support and encouragement are invaluable to our fellows and our college as a whole. As we conclude this ceremony, let us carry the spirit of collaboration and excellence forward. We look forward to a future where we continue to support each other in our quest for knowledge and service. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May we please rise as we invite Dr. Perez Sefenu. He's a fellow Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynecology to give us a closing prayer.
Can we bow down our heads for a word of prayer? Dear Almighty God, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude and joy, celebrating this significant milestone in the lives of these graduates and our college. We are grateful to you for your faithfulness, wisdom, and grace over the years that have brought all of us, and especially our graduates, to this moment of achievement. We acknowledge that you are the source of all wisdom, knowledge, and skill. We praise you for equipping these medical specialists with the expertise and compassion to bring healing, hope, and excellence to the world. We ask that you anoint the work of their hands, bless their minds with continued insight, and fill their hearts with love for humanity as they step into their divine calling. May they walk in divine favor, finding opportunities to make a difference wherever they go, and to leave an enduring legacy and mark. May they be instruments of your healing power, bringing restoration not only to the body, but also to the spirit and soul. May they remain steadfast in integrity, guided by your spirit as they navigate the complexities of their professions. Father, surround them with your presence and protect them from every danger, both seen and unseen. Grant them boldness to stand firm in the face of challenges, wisdom to make critical decisions, and humility to acknowledge you in all their successes. We pray for their families and loved ones, asking that you bless them with peace and joy as they support these graduates in their journey. Let this be the beginning of greater things, a launching pad into destinies filled with your purpose and glory. We also pray for our college, our chairman of council, president and vice presidents, rector and vice rector, faculty, trainers, trainees, staff, and other officers, our esteemed guests today. Cause us all to be fruitful and to flourish, abounding in this and every good work to your glory. Let's continue to be a banner of excellence in healthcare training and practice. Lord, as we depart from this place, may your presence go with us. Let us carry the light of your love into every hospital, clinic, and community we serve in. May our lives continue to be testimonies of your goodness, and may you help us to bring hope to the hopeless, healing to the hurting, and peace to the troubled. Finally, we dedicate our future as a country collectively and the careers of our graduating fellows into your hands. Bless our dear country, Ghana, and make her in every way great and strong. We trust that you who have begun a good work in all of us will be faithful to complete it. To you alone be all the glory, honor, praise, now and forevermore. Amen.
Please be seated. We have a few guests of the college that I would like to mention, and then we take a few announcements, and then we'll be out of here. So for the first one, we want to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Gifty Kwachi, who is part of the team of the colorectal surgeons training the post-fellowship. Please a round of applause for her. We heard all the sacrifices she's been making to come to Ghana to do this. We also have visitors from the Royal College of Psychiatrists who are also here with us. Please, if you could stand and be acknowledged. So they are working with our Faculty of Psychiatry in different programs. We also have visitors to the Faculty of Internal Medicine. Their faculty chair, Professor Awuku, I think is the president of the Ghana Association for the Study of Liver and Digestive Diseases. They are hosting a workshop right now, and they have, we see all these Obronis with us. They are all professors, 3 from Egypt, 1 from Cape Town, 2 from Jordan, visiting Ghana, helping with the workshop that is being organized here. So please, let's... Thank you, thank you, thank you. And 1 from Lebanon, I'm sorry. 1 from Lebanon, 1 from Lebanon. Right. So from here, there'll be a recession of the council members and then the dignitaries on the days. Then we'll have a group photograph. The photographers will be down when we get down the steps where the pillars are. We'll take pictures there. All the graduates are expected to be there. And then we'll have refreshments. I think those on the days, there's an arrangement for you, which is in the Fellows Lounge. I think it's on the 3rd floor in the college building. For the rest, the graduates have been given coupons, and the food is being distributed in the car park. So when you get to the car park with your coupons, you have your food delivered to you. For existing fellows and members who registered for the conference, there's also food in the car park. Finally, I have a credit card here, dropped off somebody's pocket, purse, bag, wallet. And so after the program, if you approach me, identify it, then I'll give it to you. If you don't come, nowadays there's an app that can tell me the PIN number on it. So I'll be using it freely in your absence. So ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise as we allow the dignitaries to recess. MOH. I think we can all leave now. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.